Hello, Geminis. Welcome to your September bonus reading. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. I'm hoping to grow, so I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe. And for those that are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I hope you are enjoying these messages from Spirit. I was guided to do this bonus reading because today is our new moon it's called the new harvest moon, and it's in Virgo. And the new moon is a powerful moon this month because we're moving towards the September fall equinox, which is on Friday, September 22nd. This new moons are the energy that we use to actually create and set our intentions for what it is that we want to create in our lives. So some of the energies that Spirit had shared with me about this specific new moon was that our day-to-day life organization should be improving. We have to take action on that, of course. But one of the suggestions was making lists and then creating little tick boxes so that as you complete your projects, you can tick the box. Now, for some people, that seems redundant, or it seems like it's additional steps that are not needed. However, for some people, it's really helpful because then you can see the progress that you're making, and it does something to your internal, clock that basically lets you know that you're making progress. And some people really like to be able to visually see, is that some of us are visual learners, visually see that we're making progress on things. The last thing that they wanted me to talk about was building on our powers of health. So as we move into the winter months, we'll be changing our diet. And one of the things that is important per what I was guided to share with you is to be sure to eat a lot of root vegetables. And the reason why is because root vegetables is kind of like our earthy vegetables. Those help us ground, those help us in a myriad of ways. But that was the suggestion from Spirit. The other thing that Spirit has told me is about our attention and where we place our attention. So you might have heard this phrase, where your attention goes, your energy flows, right? So one of the things that you want to be mindful about is the words that you speak. We spoke about that in your reading that we worked on the throat chakra with, I think last reading or reading before. But this time we want to really focus on our thoughts, because thoughts are powerful. That's how we create, that's how we manifest as beings. And so one of the things that Spirit was showing me, and I was looking into, not that I really care to look at how the dark side creates or how the dark side operates, but sometimes you have to know your enemy, right, in order to be able to protect yourself, really. And what Spirit had told me was the dark side had lost their connection to the true essence of God. And, we're in this spiritual battle right now, this war, this conflict that is happening on this higher level. And they worship the lower entities that reside in the fourth dimension. And because they have lost that connection and the thought of the free will choice, right? Free will choice. We as beings have that free will choice, but they no longer have the ability to create through their heart chakra like human beings can, like we can. So what do? They manipulate us. They throw out information into the mainstream media, into our news cycles, into movies. And basically what they're doing is they're programming us as they do these things, because as we visually see them, we bring them in visually, and then we invite them in because we want to think about those things. So where your attention goes, energy flows. Your energy flows there. So one of the things that they kept telling me, so as you can see, I was writing these notes like crazy because Spirit was giving me this information. And they plant the seeds through media, Hollywood, movies, social media, books. And then when enough of us that are true manifestors that create through our free will and through our heart-centered focus on their vision of the future, they use us to create it for them. So it's important to make those separations, step into your divinity, right? And one of the really cool things that they did share was we are a slave planet. We're on a slave planet. We do have the elite that are trying to program us, trying to corral us, trying to hurt us, harm us. They're poisoning our food. They're poisoning our water. They're doing everything that they can because they believe in the Georgia Guidestones, which were blown up. But still, that was their mantra, was that they want to work on Agenda 2030, which is to help eliminate all us, I forget deplorables. They called us deplorables. Actually, HRC called us that. I couldn't believe it was coming out of her mouth, but she said it. I saw it. I witnessed it. I heard it with my own 2 ears. But when you focus on the really big, scary stuff, like now they're throwing out all these ideas of possible World War III. They're, all of these, they do have the ability to do weather manipulation. And they're doing all these things, right, to create all this fear. And when we focus on that fear, we're actually creating what it is they want us to create for them, because they can't do it themselves. They need our energy in order to create. So they will do sacrifices because they're on the dark side. They will utilize our physical bodies. They'll do whatever they can do to create, to stay in power. And right now we're in this big battle. So I was listening to an astrologer who I've been listening to for quite a long time. Her name is Pam Gregory. Maybe you know of her. She's Pam Gregory, astrologer. She does have a YouTube channel. She's amazing. She's been doing astrology for a long time. I've been following her for a long time. But one of the sentences that she stated, which was so perfect, because I had just hand wrote all these notes, and then I happened to listen to her about this new moon energy, and she said, we need to starve out the scary and love in the good. Starve out the scary and love in the good. It just hit perfectly. So I wanted to share that with you. And then one of the things that Spirit wanted me to share with you also is what I do to create on the new moon energies, which is today, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the 3 strongest days to do this manifesting. And as you can see, I just take a regular piece of paper, I put a big circle on it, and then I put all the stuff I want to create on the inside of this circle. And then all the stuff that I want to release out of my space, I write it on the outside of the circle, because I no longer want it. I no longer need it. Thank you very much. You've done your job, and now you can be dismissed or whatever. Some of the things that I do put in here, not only for myself, but I do put in here on the inside, I put in world peace, positive attitudes, deeper intuition, optimal health. For the bigger ones, higher self-integration, accept heaven's help, clear communication, big belly laughs. I don't think there's anything more healthy than having a big belly laugh, just laughing, because it just brings up your whole energy, right? I did put in here prosperity for all. I did put in here inner happiness. I put a whole bunch of really good stuff in here. And then what I put on the outside is what I want to release for the collective. So the first big one was evil. I want evil off this planet. I want child trafficking human trafficking off this planet, judgment of others. What else did I put on here? Homelessness, cruelty, violence, right? Poverty. You know, we live in an abundant universe, and the people at the top are the ones that are holding all the wealth, because we weren't paying attention and we allowed ourselves to be distracted. So now we have to work to get all of that back for our children, for our grandchildren, for us, for the people that come after us, right? Okay, so the other thing I wanted to share with you is I use different crystals. I use the energy of crystals because I've worked with crystals pretty much my whole life. And all of these specific crystals all have really grounded earth energy to them. This right here is called a noble serpentine, and it helps healing on multiple levels. It helps clear your chakras, stimulates crown chakra opening, and opens your psychic abilities. This is called chrysocolla. It's an empowerment of the feminine energies. This is called the goddess stone. It teaches us that genuine power is best expressed through gentleness. This one is a combination of a bunch of different stones. It does have chrysocolla in it. It has another stone called shadukite, which is about spiritual and psychic clarity. It has malachite in it, which is about transformation and activating heart chakra. It has dioptase, which is about forgiveness and letting go. And then it has ajoite. Ajoite? I'm not exactly sure how to say it. But it's another goddess, Gaia energy, which is all earth energies. But this also helps with the communication with your angels and your spirits, right? And then this is green mica. This is about balance and harmony, and it's also helped to promote feelings of love, peace, and happiness. Now, some people might think, you know, it's a rock. What can it really do? It's the energy that it imbues. It's the energy that is associated with that I would like to bring into these readings, right? So that's the reason why I do it. Okay, so your reading today is going to be a single oracle card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle deck. I have chosen that specific one because Spirit has told me something that I didn't know. And that was that dolphins and whales are from the sixth dimension. Even though they are here on Earth, they are grounding that energy onto the planet, and they're holding that vibration to help us with this ascension process. I find them fascinating. I don't know if you've ever been on a whale watch or if you've ever swam with the dolphins, but they use sonar as their means of communication, right? And then when you're around them, there's something that physiologically happens to you. You just open up your heart. You just feel this joy. You feel this connection with these beings that are they're magical. So they touch you in a way that is just lovely. So anyway, I was guided to use that as our card for today. And then I'm going to do your Celtic cross. At the end, I'm going to pull three main themes like I typically have been doing for the past couple of readings. So I'm going to take myself off here and start your reading. Okay. So your oracle card is Waves of Prosperity, new abundance and exciting opportunities watch over you now. Woo! Now, what I think is really cool is not only is this a mermaid, but she's also got these angel wings. So for me, I just feel like this is a nudge from the angels saying, listen to this energy because it's all for you, Gemini. Okay, so Okay, well, this is very interesting. We do not have any major arcana cards at all. So all of this energy that is you're working through are things that'll be, oh, we do have one. We have the Emperor right here, which is in our long-term energy. So this is the one major arcana, and I'll get to him in a second. Okay, so what is happening with you, Gemini, is this Knight of Swords. And knights have to do with taking action. And swords have to do with the way that we think. So basically what this message is whatever it is that you're working on, stop thinking about it and start going. If you look at him, he's running full tilt to get onto this motorcycle because he's going after his dreams. And that's basically the message of this card is go for what it is that you want. Stop thinking about it because you get analysis paralysis when you get stuck in those ideas. The thing that may be sticking you though is it could be this idea of this Five of Pentacles. And if you look at this woman right here, she's sitting here and she's really like bummed out, this girl. But the thing is so fives are about change. So there's going to be a financial change for you because Pentacles has to do with our physical security, our wealth, our health, our career, our home, and our possessions. This person is looking at her lack instead of her abundance. So this card tells us we need to look at and be appreciative and have gratitude for the things that we have in our lives, right? And if she were just to lift her head, she'd be able to see this key here that fits in that lock. She could open that door and completely change her life. And that's what is either helping you or hurting you in this moment, is feeling stuck, not wanting to change your attitude, your thoughts, your perspective, your information about the money or your home life, right? So some of you are going to be feeling this stuck energy, and some of you are going to realize, well, if I just lift my head and change my perspective, I can change everything by going through this door that's waiting for her to open it. So what is supporting you is this Seven of Wands, okay? And sevens have to do with trying to gain experience or using your existing experience and building confidence. This is a card of success, actually. She has made some great successes, and she's sitting on this, she's, in her lotus position, she's activating her heart and her, her energetic system there. She's in this meditative state, and she's also protecting her space. And basically what this is telling you is that there's going to be some successes coming in for you. And you're going to want to protect your space because there's going to be people that are going to be, nitpicking, saying, oh, you don't deserve it, or feeling jealous, right? So that's kind of what that energy is. But in reality, you've got success right here, and you just need to own it, right? Protect your space, own that success, and you will be golden. And then we've got the Four of Wands here, which is your goals. And this Four of Wands is about happiness and stability and joy and celebration. This is a beautiful card. Fours are about stability and balance. And this Wands has to do with inspiration and creativity and passion, motivation, and your intuition. And they're celebrating. So this card sometimes means a marriage or a wedding that you may be attending, or it could be some type of a milestone celebratory thing that you're going to be experiencing, right? That's going to be coming in for you very soon. This King of Cups is in your past position. So this king is someone that you may have worked with or someone that you are close to. This king is all about knowledge, has a lot of knowledge about his heart, how to share from his heart. His cups have to do with our emotions and how we feel about things. This king is a very balanced, heartfelt individual. Doesn't necessarily have to represent a male, but this is someone who has created success for themselves, has created a kingdom for themselves, is very comfortable in their own skin, and comes from a very loving place. So this could be someone that is in your family. This could be your a significant other. It doesn't necessarily have to be gender specific, but it does embrace the qualities of that energy. Okay. Now, your near future, it looks like you have another 5 here. So basically, when you have 2 5s in a reading, that's emphasizing that change is on the way. This card is showing us, once again, like if you look, this person is feeling a loss of some kind. She's looking at these 4 spilt or used or empty cups. And she is in a state of depression. She's in a state of sadness. And she's not paying attention to this full cup that's right beside her, because she's looking at her losses instead of being grateful for the things that she has. It's kind of this same type of energy. So this is just emphasizing that same thing, okay? You can be in control of your emotions, and you can be, and the way that you do that is by expressing your gratitude for the things that you do have in your life, okay? And then for your long-term energy, you have the Emperor. Now, the beautiful thing about the Emperor is that the Emperor energy could be representing you, that you step into this energy. The Emperor is a person that knows how to play the game of life, right? He has this, I guess you would call that a pawn, right? This is a game board here. I always associate this card with President Trump, because this card also represents a very good business person, somebody that knows how to create abundance for themselves, knows how to create has a very strong business sense, is very sure of themselves, knows how to make a deal, knows how to, just master his universe, really. The Emperor is about authority, he's about leadership, and he has very focused energy. He's also a builder, so he knows how to create, he knows how to build. And let's see what else. He also has very clear vision as how to get from A to B. He's the big level thinker, so he knows how to surround himself with people that maybe there are tasks that he necessarily doesn't want to do himself, but he will hire someone to do those tasks for him. So he is kind of this master energy. The other thing about the Emperor is he's a step up from the kings in tarot. Like all the energy from all the 4 kings is encompassed within this one individual. So you will either be tapping into your own Emperor energy, or you will be tapping into meeting someone that is of this caliber, who will be helping you move forward on your path. And as this person is as this energy is a major arcana, you're going to be working with that energy for a while, okay? We have the 10 of Swords as your external influence, and the 10 of Swords is a card of completion. There is something mentally has happened, or something has happened where you've gotten to the decision making where you're going to walk and protect your own space, and you're just going to walk away from something. Now, it could be something that's a mental experience, walking from the dark into the light, but this is all about owning your power. This is all about not allowing other people to step on you, walk on you. You're taking back your personal power. That's what I see as this card right here. And then for your future feelings, you've got this Six of Pentacles. Sixes have to do with persevering, overcoming obstacle. So as this is the Pentacles have to do with our physical security, our wealth, our career, our possessions, and our home. And we've got this unity, right? This infinity sign here, which is very like my bracelet, infinity sign, which is giving and receiving. Now, it looks as though you could be giving money, but it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be you're giving of your time, you're giving of your energy, you're giving of your knowledge, you're supporting others, that kind of a thing. But it's a give and take. So as you give out, you're getting back. What you give out, you're giving back. So again, this is another thing that ties into gratitude, right? And ties into prosperity, of giving and taking prosperity. And then your final card is this Page of Wands. Now, if you look at her, she is exuberant. She is just really tapping into her inspiration, her creativity, and her passion. She's quite playful. So it looks like to me that you're being asked to be a little bit more playful, because we can all be very serious. There's a lot of serious things happening on the planet, but in order for us to lighten up, in order for us to really be able to create from our highest self, not only do we go within our heart space to do that, but it really helps if we can tap into our joy. And that's what I feel like she's really doing here, right? She's baton swirling, whatever she's doing, but whatever it is, she's having a great time. Now, this could be a message that you're waiting for, because pages represent messengers or a message coming into you that will help inspire you or give you some motivation. Or it could be that you're waiting for something that will tap into your intuition so that you can take your next step. But whatever this is, it's a positive energy. You've got this beautiful golden energy here, which represents the sun shining, happiness and joy. Okay. So overall, it does look like there are some energies that are kind of a heavier energy, but there's also a lot of really positive cards here as well. And the one takeaway that I take from all of this is it tells you about all the steps that are coming in, but I absolutely love that this card is the waves of prosperity, that abundance is coming and exciting opportunities wash over you now. So own it, own it. Okay, so now I'm going to put myself back onto the screen here so I can do your last three cards. Now, these are your cards that you can take with you, or they're going to re-emphasize some of the energy that we've already discussed. Or it could be you could use these for positive affirmations. Maybe you're going to want to put them in your circle if you decide to do that exercise. Mountain, a major challenge to overcome. So I don't know what you're seeing. I think it might have to do with some of these energies of feeling less than. Sometimes it's really hard for us when we're faced with some really heavy stuff, which we are. Let's call a spade a spade. It may be a little bit of a struggle to change your attitude so that you can bring in more of that positive energy for yourself. But you can do it. I know you can do it, because you wouldn't be here if you were not strong. You would not be here. God would not have you here if he didn't think that you would be an asset to the Positive Light team. My pep talk. See, because then you have the star, which guarantees success. Yes, I'll take that one. All right, we're going to move that one. We'll put you over here. And we're going to put the star over here by the waves of prosperity. And then your final card is a carrot. Opportunity or a windfall. There you go, guys. This is a great reading. There is some emotional stuff that you're going to have to work through. but you've also got a lot of lovely, lovely cards. Okay, my Gemini friends, thank you so much for being here. Again, if you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. I am trying to grow. I am trying to create a community of like-minded people so that we can work through this stuff to get us up, lifted, ascended. Okay, until next time. Enjoy the rest of your month, and I will be chatting with you again soon. Take care of you.